Great day today, man. Excellent day. All right, so I'm up here by Stonecrest. There's a mall up here in Lithonia, and just dropped off my son because he wanted to just ride. You know what I'm saying? Plus, my wife has the vehicle. At the moment, we have only one vehicle, which is fine. But eventually, I'm going to have to go and invest in another vehicle. When you own a house and you have a family and you got jobs to do and things to do and people to see and all that, you're going to have more than one vehicle. You know what I'm saying? More than one. Just make sure that I'm set. There we go. So we're going to ride and talk as usual. Oh. As usual, baby. All right, here we go. Yes. Man, let me tell you. Last week, past 2 weeks, we had some serious cold weather, okay? And two snow flurries. We're in Georgia, they call them massive snowstorms. They shut down the entire state, damn near. Kids had no school, people wasn't going to work. And we're talking about maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches of snow. Whereas in New York, we're getting like 5, 6, 7 inches, 8 inches sometimes, depending on what we get. Can you imagine if Georgia was to get like 5 inches of snow? Oh my God. If Georgia got 5 inches of snow, I think they would probably evacuate the entire state. Like, this is a state of emergency. All residents of Georgia, please evacuate the state. But no lie, but this winter is crazy. It's still crazy, but I am taking full advantage of the beautiful temperature that I'm feeling right now. Oh my gosh. So listen, what I want to talk about today, right? Because, you know, I always have things to talk about. What I want to talk about is traveling. For a lot of new riders, people who are just getting into riding, getting inspired, encouraged. You know, the season is here. We got the biggest rally kicking it off for 2025, which is going to be Daytona. A lot of people is ready to go and travel and go to Daytona with all the crazy people. And when I tell you crazy people, there is crazy people in Daytona, okay? Lots of crazy folks, but fun, especially on the main strip. Now you got people that's going to be going to Daytona. People are going to be wanting to do local travels. They're going to want to do all these different things. So my thing is this. Man, I'm out of breath. Trying to talk while I'm not moving. Trust me, your breathing pattern is limited. The heck, I need to ride. This damn stop lights and traffics. But you know, when you have the season coming up, I know it's exciting, especially for new riders or people who have never really been there before, or maybe, you know, you've always been afraid of traveling long distance. So I'm gonna tell y'all a couple of things just to encourage you to do it more. Number one, when you're on the road, okay, let's say your biggest fear is having an accident. The second you get on your motorcycle and start riding, an accident could happen at any given moment, any given time. It could happen on a 20-minute ride or a 20-hour ride. So you just have to get into your mindset that things can happen at any time, but you cannot live on that fear. Like for me, when I'm riding, if my spirit says not to ride, for example, I'm not going to ride. Like a couple of months ago, I took a huge break after my big ride down to Canada and stuff. I got back up. My spirit was not really feeling riding, so I even made a video about that, and I'll put that link of that video where I'm describing that exact situation, so I don't got to touch on that topic too much. Now, another thing about riding too is understanding the roads. You know, a lot of times people get on the roads and don't really know where they're really going, and they get scared and they're afraid they're going to get lost. But Yeah, you got to get lost to be found, man. You got to just enjoy the road. That's the point of this freedom that we talk about on these motorcycles. It's kind of like when you just punch in the navigation and you just go only with the navigation, you're not taking the time to enjoy that ride, or then it takes away that freedom. When you just ride, it's like but you have to ride and have fun in your ride. Like right now I'm riding, I'm in the far right lane. I don't even want to go to the left lane right now because left lane is for speeding. I'm not doing any speeding. I'm taking my time. I'm just enjoying the moment as I'm riding and feeling every breeze that's hitting me, and I'm just feeling great. It's like therapeutic to the system. You see what I'm saying? So whenever you're doing these rides, you have to look and see what feels great to you, you know? My first long ride was going down to Bluffton, North Carolina. That was about 6 hours and change. I also posted that was my very, very first ride. So I have not been ground pounding for many years. I've been ground pounding for what, 3 years the most now, I believe. But as somebody who has not been ground pounding for so many years, I'm telling you, I feel like I'm doing it for 10, 15, 20 years because I love what I do. I enjoy getting on my bike and just enjoy the enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? So don't overthink too much when it comes to riding these long rides or visiting these rallies. You don't need a lot of people. They say, safety in numbers. I get it, but I never really understand that quite much because when you're riding in a big group, you're pretty much riding by yourself the whole time anyway. If something happens to your motorcycle, the guys in the group are not going to help you anyway. They can't help you. If you get a flat tire, they can't help you. They could help you to get safely off the road, but other than that, you on your own. So don't get too caught up with riding in a big group and feeling like, oh yeah, I got to be in a group. No, sometimes it's solo rides. Like when I ride my solo rides, I'm not going to be concerned about anybody. I talk about that a lot on this channel as well, why I love being a solo rider. And yeah, I'm in a club, but here's another thing that a lot of y'all don't understand. Just because you're in a club, a lot of clubs don't even ride. A lot of clubs, you might think, oh, clubs, all they do is ride. Nope. A lot of clubs don't ride as much as you think they do. You might have a few members in each club that will ride, but it doesn't happen. Now, when you're in a group ride, right, whether it's in a club or non-club, you're going to always have somebody who's going to be dangerous in that group. Not all the time, but most of the time, somebody is going to be the one person who holds the line or the formation hostage. They ride too slow, they ride too fast, they ride too close, they don't know how to stay still. Then nowadays, you got guys who's on their phones while they're riding in a group, mind you, and not caring about anyone else around them. They're busy texting, they're doing all this stuff. So get on your bike and ride by yourself. Set a destination, or don't set a destination. Get on the 95, get on the 20, get on the 5, get on the 495, get on the 475, get on the 285. I'm naming a bunch of places. Get on the 76, get on the 72, the 70, get on whatever highway, get on the 10, get on the 8. Whatever highways is close by you, get on them. Head east, head south, head west, head north, whatever. Just head someplace and say, you know what? I'm going to ride for 4 hours. Ride for 4 hours. Make it 2 hours. I don't know what your stamina is like, but take those rides because you'd be surprised at how amazing it feels when you just ride by yourself and you get a chance to really think about things in your life. You get a chance to think about your mistakes. You get a chance to think about the minuses that you need to remove, the pluses that you need to add. You get a chance to contemplate on what's going to be your next step in life. What's going to be the next thing that's going to bring you further in your life? You feel me? So the motorcycle riding is essential for mental stabilization for me. The motorcycle is not everything for me, but it is a major plus. You could tell that my motorcycle is a major plus because my wife does not like when I'm not riding. And I'm not grouchy, I'm not angry at home, but she sees a difference when I'm taking my rides. And I'm not talking about local rides. A lot of you should already know that I'm not a local ride guy. Like right now, I'm doing local riding. It feels good, but it's not as good as when I'm taking long distance riding. But a ride is a ride, and I make the best out of it, right? So when you're moving yourself on these twos or the threes, because trikes, I love y'all too, put you in the same category. It's important that you begin to learn yourself as a rider What type of rider are you, and what type of rider would you like to be? Who inspires you when you're riding your motorcycle? Is it yourself? Do you have a person in your family, a friend that you knew years ago? What inspires you to ride your motorcycle? And where are some destinations that you want to touch before you pass away from this earth, right? The motorcycle thing, the distance thing is truly, I think it's just amazing as a motorcyclist, right? A couple of things also that you should also understand as a motorcyclist, I'm very traditional with a lot of things. You know, in Jamaica, my father, he was and still is a mixture of many things. My father was a mechanic, a barber. My father was able to fix cars, body work. He was able to do things in houses. He was very good with his hands, okay? And still is very good. Let me not speak him into the past. But I grew up to be just like that, the same way. And what am I getting at? When you are a motorcyclist, it is your job to hold on to the tradition of being able to wrench your motorcycle. You don't have to know how to do everything on your motorcycle, but it is imperative that you learn your motorcycle. Take a screw out, put it back in, see how that feels. Remember, the magic word is to put it back in. Learn your bike, learn how to change your oil, learn how to change your brakes. These jobs are not difficult. You can change your brakes in a matter of 10 minutes, if that. I'm giving you just enough time for you to be able to get a little heart attack. You're gonna feel nerve-wracking at first, but it's not hard. The oil change, look, if you can brush your teeth in the morning and wash your face, you can change the damn oil. It's that simple, it's not hard. It's just a matter of having the right tools. And don't be lost when it comes to your motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? Don't be lost. Look at your motorcycle and say, all right, so what are some of the things that I really and truly want to learn in this motorcycle stuff? I know how to do a lot of work on my bike. I have videos all over. And keep in mind, this is my first Harley Davidson. Not my first motorcycle, but my first Harley Davidson. Every time I say that, I have to make sure I make it very clear that it's not my first motorcycle. But the first week I got my bike, I took it apart. I started taking my bike apart and learning it. Why? When you're on that road, you should get used to the sound of your bike, the feel. I could tell if something is wrong with my bike. If you hear like a tick, tick, tick sound in that motor, then chances are your oil is probably low on your motorcycle. If you hear a lot of squeaking going on in the front end or the rear end when you hit that brake, then chances are your brake is rubbing down, okay? You need to get a brake, change your brakes. You know what I mean? Being able to look at your tires, understand the tread of the tire. Do you need new tires? You know, like, learn all the safety stuff. How much PSIs do you need to put on in your air filter? Like, a lot of guys don't know this stuff. And a lot of people who don't know this have been riding their motorcycles for years. But don't be a lot of guys. Be unique, stand out from the rest, and join the team of knowing how. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna go to the club life for a second. And here's something that if you are a road captain in your motorcycle set, in your motorcycle club, then you should listen. A road captain is literally like the sergeant at arms on the highway, on the road. A road captain's job, and you guys let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm telling you just what I know and I've come to learn. The road captain's job is to get the rides together, plan those rides, inspect every motorcycle in that club to make sure that everything is up to par. Check those tires, check your oil, make sure your brakes are good, do a full safety check. It is a road captain's job to make sure that he or she gets the squad to and from the destination safely. A road captain is supposed to know how to change his own or her own oil. A road captain should know how to wrench that bike. It's not just about look at me in the highway and I'm riding all bad and I'm showing you I could zoom past you. No, that's not what a road captain's job is. A road captain's job, you are a safety officer. That's what you are. You are leading that pack. Sometimes you're ahead of the president, ahead of the VP. You are leading the pack. You're guiding. There you have your tail gun in the back, who is giving the directions, and he's following through and make sure he's blocking the traffic to make sure the pack is properly done. So even on a club set, you got to know your stuff. So knowing your stuff on your motorcycle and understanding how motorcycles operate is very important. Once you learn that, then what do you think comes next? Your tools. Having your tools, having things that you can utilize to fix little things. If your clutch feels out of sync, maybe you want to tune it up. Guess what? Have your wrenches to make the little adjustments on your cable. You know what I'm saying? If your freaking shift lever is loose, have your Allen keys or whatever you need to make sure you can tighten it up. No, you're not going to do no major work on the highway. Well, maybe, depending on what the problem is. But no on your motorcycle. So it doesn't matter. What I'm talking about, it doesn't matter if you're new or if you're a beginner in this motorcycle world, or you're riding long distance, or you want to ride long distance. It's about being prepared. You know, it's about being prepared. And just like this video is giving you little nuggets, but this video is not going to make you a better rider. What's going to make you a better rider is to get your butt out there and just ride, enjoy the road. Like I said, go take a 4-hour ride with no specific destination. Ride from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 4 o'clock in the evening, or 12 o'clock up to 5 o'clock, whatever times you choose to leave, just go for 4 hours and see how amazing that feels. Okay? You guys hear me talk a lot about fitness, and it's imperative that you focus on your stretching. I can't stand when I see people get on their motorcycle and they don't know how to get on their bike. They're not stretching. You have to be flexible to get on these bikes. And as we get older, guess what? You start to get tighter. And it's not supposed to be that way. But we get tighter because you're not spending enough time being flexible. So stretch your legs, your hamstrings, your calf muscles, your shoulders, your arms, your neck. When I'm doing long distance rides, I'm stretching while I'm riding. I'm doing stuff where I'm kind of turning my body, I'm turning my neck, bending my neck, I'm looking up, I'm looking down, and I'm doing it where I'm not taking my eyes off the road the whole time, and I'm doing it where there's not a whole lot of traffic in front of me, you see? So your physical fitness is very important. Your mobility is important. It's gonna make you a better rider. When I'm riding, if I can't turn my head and look like this, how can I get my second look? How can I do that? If I can't look over my right shoulder, how can I get my second look? So all of that is flexibility. If you're stiff in your spine and stiff in your neck area, now you increase your chance of getting into issues when all you have to do is spend at least 20 minutes a day stretching your body. You know what I'm saying? And then the strength portion of it is just something better when you can ride stronger, when you can ride feeling more strength in your body rather than feeling weak and sick. You see? So riding comes with a whole lot of responsibilities. It comes with a whole lot of things to think about and things to consider. Now comes the part that's not so happy. If you are thinking about buying a motorcycle, maybe you've been thinking about it for a while. What I'll tell you is this. Your chances of dying on a motorcycle, it goes up by a lot versus somebody in a car, okay? As a matter of fact, the older you are, your chance of dying in an accident goes up even more, because especially if you're not taking care of your body, you're not strong enough, depending on the impact that comes at you. There are many more obstacles to avoid on the road when you are on a motorcycle. So getting on a motorcycle, yes, it's a lot of fun. I love it, right? But I do know for a fact that there's a chance that none of us might make it home tomorrow. But this happens to anybody. It could be people driving, people walking, people jumping out of an airplane, people sitting there watching TV. It can happen to anybody. But what I'm saying is, just know the dangers on a motorcycle is even higher, because now you got people who's always texting on their phones, drinking alcohol, and sadly enough, you have people who simply don't like motorcyclists because of all the a-holes who do all the stupid crap that you see on social media. So it gives at least a bad taste in people's mouths. Me, on the other hand, now I got even a bigger target on my back because I got a patch on my back, and you got people who look and think that I'm some gang member, and they might have something against gang members, even though I'm not a gang member. But once again, it's the bad apples that put the things out there, and then the media will start to push that, and then now the people begin to believe the narrative. So there's a whole lot of things that I don't think people spend enough time talking about. You should fear your motorcycle. Respect your motorcycle, okay? The same way they say you should fear God, fear your motorcycle, because your motorcycle has the ability to do many, many things to you and for you, okay? It could do things to you and for you. I prefer for it to do things for me, like allow me to feel great and calm and relaxed. Like this ride right now is absolutely amazing, okay? I love it. I have no worries in the world, no concerns, nothing. I'm not in a place where I'm worried and scared. So I'm not telling you to be scared and ride your motorcycle, and every minute you're worried about something, because as a man thinketh, so shall it be. So if you put it into the universe and you keep on speaking the negativity and the negativity, then whatever you think about enough will become just that. Okay, and I'm gonna give you the prime example. You know, a lot of people say they've been praying for years and the prayer don't work. Well, it's not what you're praying for, it's what you repeat every day in your head. That's what happens. Law of attraction. If you don't believe in the law of attraction, just study that a little bit. Go on Google and just type in, what is the law of attraction? As a man thinketh, so shall it be. You attract the things that you attract. And if you think negativity in your mind all the time, then you are going to consistently get negative, 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 negative. So yes, there are dangers in riding a motorcycle for all of you who are thinking about getting a motorcycle, but don't let that become the thing that takes you out. Don't let that become the thing that destroys your spirit and gives you like the biggest fear in the world. Because listen, I have family members, I have friends who passed away and they wasn't riding motorcycles. I have a family member and a friend who passed away on a motorcycle. There were club brothers that rob an iron bread who passed away on a motorcycle. There's a lot of people who passed away for many different things. But you just got to remember, you can't live your life scared. So yes, fear the motorcycle, but don't fear life, okay? For me, that's what it's all about, man. And I felt like I needed to touch on that topic today for you guys, because a lot of us, like I said, we're getting ready to ride. We're getting ready to get the energy up. And I'm so excited to meet some of you guys. I'm going to be down in Daytona. I'm doing a turn and burn. I'm going down there March 8th, and then I'm booking back up for March 9th. I don't want to hang around for no damn week. And I hope to see you guys. It would be great if you guys could tell me what would be a great spot to meet up on that Saturday. I have about 14 of us is riding down together, and they're all doing the turn and burn with me from the Ride Fit Nation group me thread. We're all boogieing down and we're gonna have a good time. We got the hotels already booked. But I would love for us to do a meetup, man. Meet up and shake some hands. We all do some push-ups together so I can get it on camera. I don't care if you give me 5 or you give me 10 or you give me my 25, because you know I want my 25. I want my 25. I'm 25. But yeah, you guys give me some ideas. We would be a good spot to meet up, and I'll make a video just talking about where we're gonna meet up at. And yo, let's get together, man. Let's do it. All right. And congratulations to every single one of y'all who just got your motorcycle. I'm proud of you. Congratulations to all of you who are now getting ready to go and buy a motorcycle. I'm proud of you. Congratulations to you if you just received your Class M endorsement on your license. I'm proud of you. Congratulations to you if you just started prospecting for your club. I'm proud of you. Congratulations to you if you just became a full patch member in your club. I'm proud of you. Congratulations to you if you just decided that you're about to be a dad. I'm proud of you. Come on. You know, I'm proud of all of the accomplishments that you have all been doing. You know, I'm speaking to the ladies as well, not just the men. All right. So this is Sensei telling y'all, let's keep on getting these miles. Let's get that money. Let's get the muscle. And tell me, aren't you guys proud of me for giving y'all all this content? Huh? Aren't you proud of me for giving y'all this content? Shucks. Wow. I freaking love it. Yo. Peace.